Hey guys, this is Tim. Sup? How you guys doing? Today we'll be talking about dieting and diets in general and the specific diet that you read about in the title. Now you guys are here to find out what diet that I'm really talking about. But before I get into that, let's kind of ask yourself this question. And I'm sure you guys have all tried diets before, but it all failed in relatively, right? What is that one gripe that you guys have had with any diet? I mean, Atkins, Dukan diet, South Beach. I mean, name any diet. Lemonade diet, donut. I don't know. What is that one gripe that you have with any diet? That one gripe, and even I've had it, is that it's unsustainable. You can lose 10, 15 pounds in 1 or 2 weeks. You can lose a whole bunch of weight. But was it sustainable? Did you gain it all back? And that really is the big question. What is a diet that one can get on that is sustainable, that one can be consistent in, and it's not all about what you can and cannot eat. So basically, let's be realistic here. What works, what doesn't, okay? So that's kind of before we get into all the mumbo jumbo, and I'll be talking here a little bit, so bear with me, but this is important stuff. You guys are gonna learn a lot, and it's gonna be an enlightenment period for you guys, because I mean in the future you guys are gonna be bombarded with all types of diets still. I mean, previous, past, present, future, there's gonna be new diets coming in every month, okay? But I just want you guys to remember this and what I'll be sharing in this video, okay? Before I get into too much detail, I want to first describe to you the most basic, fundamental level of losing weight reduction. It's called the law of thermodynamics. Well, that's not the diet, but I want to explain to you what the first law of thermodynamics is. There's 2 laws, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be explaining just one of the first one, okay? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Now, what that means basically, in layman's terms or just in a nutshell, is calories in versus calories out. That's really all there is to it. And the diet you're asking yourself is, what is this diet, the last diet you'll ever need? The last diet you'll ever need, guys, is just a sensible, healthy diet. I know you guys are like, what is that? What does that even mean? What's the parameters? What do I do? What are the guidelines? And that's the thing. There really are no guidelines. I mean, the only guideline really that there is that you need to think about, and this is why it's so easy, is because there really is no specific guideline. There's only one guideline. That one guideline is calories in versus calories out. You got to eat less calories than you burn. And what I mean by that, and again, I'm going to use the board here to explain, all right? Okay. Average man, typical male, that is moderately active. Now, I'm not talking about sedentary people here, all right? Moderately active, maybe 3 times a weekish, needs 2,500 calories. For women, 2,000 calories. Let's do the basic math here, guys. Okay, let's say you eat 500 less net calories a day. What does that mean? 500 less. Times that by 7, which is 1 day per 1 day. And times 7, obviously, for 7 days out of the week, is 3,500. 5 times 7 is 35. So it's 3,500 calories, which will equate to 1 pound of weight reduction per week. It's really that easy. I mean, there's going to be some people out there that's going to say, well, not entirely true. I mean, if I have scientists and nutritionists watching this video, I know you guys can gripe about certain things like, oh, well, there's a lot more to it than that. Ultimately, I assure you, when all is said and done, on a most elementary level, it really is about the law of thermodynamics. I mean, yes, can we get into the nitty-gritties? What about different body types? What about different metabolism? What about if someone's internal system is not as effective or efficient as somebody else's? Yes, we can get into details. Or what about someone's training regimen compared to another person's training regimen? There are different effects from different types of training regimens and for different body types. But again, for the purpose of this video, and this is, listen, for the purpose of this video, in general, generally speaking, it really is about calories in versus calories out. Okay? And again, 500 less calories, that's not a specific number. I just put that out there. Remember, it doesn't have to be 500 less calories of eating. It could be 300 calories less than maintenance, and the other 200 extra calories could be just through extra working out. You can burn another 200 calories, which will equate to 500 in total. So it doesn't have to be 300 calories just in the nutrition aspect of it, guys, okay? So yeah, that's really it. And the thing is, I was kind of hesitant in doing this video and explaining this because I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea or the wrong impression. I'm a personal trainer, and I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea that I'm kind of saying it is okay to eat whatever you want. I mean, technically, again, at the most elementary, fundamental level, yes, you can eat whatever you want. I mean, if you want a donut, go ahead, go for it. No, you're not gonna die. If you need a donut, to stay sane, eat that donut. For the love of goodness, eat the donut. But don't let that like throw you off the track. Like if you have a certain goal with weight reduction, keep going at it. But if you fail multiple times, just remember, ultimately it's about calories in versus calories out. So if you mess up throughout one day, overall, remember that week is not over. Ultimately, it is about overall calorie consumption throughout a certain period of time. A day isn't just a day. You know what I'm talking about? It's about lifetime. It's about lifestyle changes. So the reason why this is, again, the title, the last diet you'll ever need. Why is this the last diet you'll ever need? Because it's doable. It's sustainable. It's not something where like you have to have strict guidelines. Oh, I can only eat a certain amount of fat, a certain amount of protein, like Atkins, like or Dukan. I need to eat only lean proteins or whatnot. I can't eat carbs. You gotta stay away from carbs. No, that's not it. Too many strict guidelines. It puts you up for failure. Like you can't sustain not eating carbs for a certain amount. Maybe you can do it for a few months max, but can you sustain it? That's the real question. With any diet, ask yourself, can I sustain my lifestyle with this? Can I eat only a certain food group with this? And the answer probably, most likely, is no. You might lose 15, 20 pounds in a certain amount of weeks, but ultimately, remember, what is the goal? Why do you want to do this? You want to lose weight? You just want to lose water weight? Is that your goal? I mean, they go on a lemonade diet for a week. I assure you, you can lose seriously like 5 to 10 pounds in 1 week. Guaranteed. I've done it before. You can lose so much weight, but guess what? Is weight reduction really your goal? Just pure weight reduction? Maybe, but again, can you keep that weight reduction? Can you keep that 10 pounds lost? And like I said, the reason why this is such an awesome diet is because a diet, what is the definition of diet? Whatever you eat. What kind of foods you eat and what that consists of is a diet. A diet isn't a specific diet. Diet is what you eat. So just be sensible, be smart, eat less overall throughout the day, exercise, and that really is your perfect diet. That's something sustainable, and it's not something so dramatically difficult that it's impossible to not do. What is this thing? Yeah, so it's doable. That's the most important thing. That's why this is such an effective diet. Guys, if you guys have any questions about the law of thermodynamics of the calories in versus calories out concept, and a little more questions about hows and whatnot, feel free to ask me, email me, or comment below. But again, remember, before I conclude, for the conclusion, basically, again, think sustainability, think how can I be consistent, and think how can I keep the weight lost. That's enough said. That's really what we're trying to get at. We want to be all fit, we want to all lose fat, or whatever, yada yada, but is this sustainable? Can I keep it? Can I maintain it? So again, eat healthy, don't banish certain food groups, and you guys are really going to set yourself up for success this way and not for failure. That's why I do not recommend most of the time any specific fad diet, because you can only sustain it for so long. And so again, before I keep going into the same things that I talk over and over again, thank you guys for tuning in. Please keep watching for my future videos. I want to be talking more about specific kind of like healthy ways to eat for maybe my next video or a few videos after that. And I will also make a few videos on certain different exercise routines and actual workout regimens. So keep in tune for that. And thanks guys. Have a good one.